Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland, and we are in line today with Pam Smith from the Mushroom Council and Daikel Holton, who's the executive chef at Blue Canyon Kitchen and Tavern in Twinsburg, Ohio. Thank you guys for talking today.
So great to be with you.
Yeah, we're coming up on July, which is we're celebrating Mushroom Mondays. And Pam, tell us what this is all about, because this is a new thing.
It is a new thing, but yet at the same time, it's really just recognizing that mushrooms are not just having a moment. They've become part of a cultural phenomena that goes even beyond culinary mushrooms and deliciousness on the plate. Mushrooms are the future of the world. It feels they're the food that makes every dish delicious and nutritious, but earth friendly. And that's why we're also seeing mushrooms in handbags and clothes and car seats and all kinds of different uses. It was time that mushrooms have their day, a chance to rally around the mushroom, to celebrate, and it's kind of become Taco Tuesday's next door neighbors. Mushroom Monday is a chance to really keep mushrooms not just top of mind, but on the plate, at least to start the week, if not every day.
That's right. All the way through Fungi Fridays, right?
That's right.
We can. Mushrooms are good. I mean, if you're someone like myself who's vegan, or you have a lot of vegetarian people, mushrooms are the food of life. It really is.
They are.
And Daikel, I wonder, what is the response in general to mushrooms? I mean, you've been using more in your recipes. It seems like they were a specialty item at first, you know. It was shiitake mushrooms, you know, and something unique, or it was a stuffed mushroom. Now it seems like there's mushrooms in so many dishes, and it seems like people are really responding.
So, like Pam was saying, you know, they play a big part in our everyday life, and you know, I'm starting to see it more as a chef, where mushrooms are the center point of your plates, not so much an afterthought. Well, hey, we got this steak, we can throw a mushroom on it. You know, this time we can make the mushroom as pivotal as the steak, if not like more important, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many options and so many different ways to use a mushroom that really give chefs alike versatility. You can do so many things with it. They could be your meat substitutes. They can be you know, sauces. They can be even used in desserts. As crazy as it sounds, but mushrooms are truly one of those things that are becoming very important in the food world.
Right, more and more so, and it's everywhere. Pam, how are you seeing, because you're talking to so many restaurants and distributors throughout the entire country, how are people really starting to use these now in new ways in their menus?
Well, it's exactly what Chef just said. It's amazing because there was a time that you thought of mushrooms as just that ultimate flavor lifter because of all the umami they bring to the plate, the texture, that meaty veg kind of texture. They were the OG plant-based burger back in the day. And then, of course, with Cleveland Independents, we kind of took it to a new place. And that's where we launched the blended burger contest that we can talk about before because it was just so exciting. But as Chef said, what's happened is that more and more mushrooms have become the star, not just, again, even a co-star or an afterthought, but having a beautiful plant-based risotto with a gorgeous maitake on top of it, or potentially doing a portobello taco, being able to even think about port tenders as compared to pork, doing just so many different directions with so many different mushrooms because the world of mushrooms is just so vast. Mushroom Council brings the best of cultivated mushrooms. There's amazing ones that can be out there foraged, and particularly in your part of the world, from morels to porcinis and chanterelles, even a little bit of truffle action can be had. But these are all about those cultivated, grown mushrooms that are consistent quality, safe, and delicious.
Yeah, there's so many mushrooms out here. We do a lot of hiking, and we're seeing so many varieties.
Amazing.
And we've got this app that we use that tells you, what the plant is, and it's like, wow, I already knew about this one.
Right.
Daikel, talk about, you've got a special recipe as a part of this book that Cleveland Independents is putting out, a recipe book on mushrooms on Mushroom Monday. And you have a Mushroom and Fontina Ravioli with Basil Pesto Cream. Talk about what you've got going here.
So it's a very simple dish, I feel, but all the flavors work together. You can't go wrong with pasta, and raviolis are typically a easy seller. People love raviolis. So with that, we took mushrooms, put them in a ravioli with fontina cheese, and served it with a basil pesto cream, it's simple, it's bright, it's pretty, perfect dish for the summer, I feel, in a real way where the mushrooms aren't complementing the basil pesto cream, it's the cream complementing the mushrooms, and I think it's the perfect centerpiece to a dish.
No, it sounds great, and it sounds simple and fresh and perfect for this season. Pam, you had mentioned Blended Burger, which was a promotion we did a while back, but it feels like it's beyond the promotion stage at this point. It feels like it's sort of just been accepted and baked in as a way to, tell us, but it seems to me you put some mushroom in there, it's going to make it healthier, it's going to make your meat go longer. Everybody seems to benefit from this.
Absolutely. The Blended Burger, the blend, as we call it, is a way really to have just a better burger. You can take 25% of the protein out, be it animal or plant, and mix it with 25% instead roasted ground mushrooms. So 75% protein, 25% of the mushrooms. What you get with that is this incredible juiciness, again, craveability. It's just a better burger. And yes, you're right. A couple of years ago, we were able to launch that with Cleveland Independents, but the blend has become just a part of what people do, not just for burgers, but extending the blend into that same kind of plant-forward dish in everything from meatballs to meatloaf to tacos to shepherd's pie, a bolognese made in that way. Again, it takes it so far beyond. And notice I said animal or plant, with you, Thomas, being a vegan, eating plant-based, to be able to make a burger using lentils or chickpeas with mushrooms and maybe farro, just delicious. The recipe, that ravioli sounds amazing. I'm actually a little bit salivating just thinking about it. That recipe and more, we have about 30 restaurants right now that are celebrating Mushroom Monday starting in July. And there will be a recipe available at that restaurant for not only this incredible dish Chef just described, but so many others, including some of the better burger, blended burger kinds of dishes.
That sounds great. And Chef, you are not only this one dish, but you have other dishes as well. And it sounds like for Mushroom Monday, with what we're going here in July, people are going to be posting recipes, posting pictures. Is that kind of the idea, to get everybody thinking about some new ways to use mushrooms and to be a little healthier and to be a little more plant-based?
Yes, I think with these things, it's important to show as a chef, I feel like I'm more than food, and I'm also a facilitator of knowledge. So Cleveland Independents gives us a way to facilitate or give people that knowledge with this recipe book, and even with our social media, we can show people that it could be more than what you're accustomed to, and it kind of gives you a way to do more and show your friends and impress your friends. It's all about teaching and building a community, and I think with Cleveland Independents, that helps us a lot because it's not just, you know, people come in, they eat, they leave. You know, it's like we're building a community. We're helping out. We're showing there are more ways to food than what we've grown up with and have experienced.
Yeah, it's more than just sustenance. That's a very simple term for what this is all about. To your point, Chef Holton, this is about community and about people having a chance to break bread together, to meet each other, to celebrate. Often they're celebrating birthdays or anniversaries or just celebrating a great night out in a great city like our region. And food is such an important part of that. And it's so great. Pam, thank you so much for bringing your ideas and your promotions. Best of luck with Mushroom Monday here in July. Thank you so much, Chef Holton and Pam Smith, for talking with us today.
So great. Thank you.
Thank you. It's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland for Cleveland Independents.